Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans, 2.5 or 3 in favor of the Seahawks on the road against the Titans. 41.5 is our total. Adam, this is one of those interesting games in which we, since we're doing this on Thursday instead of Friday, we don't know the official injury report, but we do know in the weirdest of weird moves, if Will Levis can't go, they're going to go back to Ryan Tannehill. Like, I guess it's kind of like, hey, we spent the money anyway. So, like, go out there and light the money on fire on the field instead of going to Malik Willis, whatever. So that's at least weirdly interesting to me, because can they keep it within a field goal? I mean, I know it's only 3 at one book out there right now, but like, can they keep within a field goal if Tannehill goes? I mean, Tannehill, yeah, there's no upside with Tannehill, but the floor is exponentially higher than it is with either one of the other quarterbacks. So that's what's kind of got me in a pickle with this one.
I have to pass on this game, and if you want to hit the plus 30, just go for it. But the reason that I pass on this game is that every time I think I have a handle on Seattle, I'm wrong, and I'm not going to get involved with them again. Like, I have to just write Seattle off the card, because the range of outcomes for this team in any given week is just far too wide for me to get myself involved in. If I did anything with it, if you said you have to play something, I probably would tease Tennessee just because of the fact that I don't trust Seattle. But I make this game Seattle 3.5. It's sitting 2.5 in most spots. I still cannot bring myself to just say, oh, no problem, I'll play the Seahawks minus 2.5 on the road against Mike Vrabel, who, again, voodooed his way to beating the Miami Dolphins last week, and a Seattle team that I'm sure people are going to be hot on, coming off beating the Eagles in what was the ultimate situational spot with a number of things that broke their way.
Yeah, Geno Smith a full go at practice, so it does look like the Drew Lock. Welcome back, Drew Lock. We love you. We like the new humble Drew Lock. Lasts all of a week, and we're going back to Geno Smith here with this one, Steven. But I can't shake that if Tannehill goes, that it changes my view of this game, because again, like, yeah, there's not really any upside, but like, his floor is fairly high. I mean, like, he's got legs, he's got whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's an interesting handicap for me, should that come to fruition.
Does he have legs anymore? I don't know.
I don't know if you heard or not. I mean, he didn't always play quarterback.
Can he move? I don't know. Can he move still?
I don't know if you ever heard this or not. He didn't always play quarterback.
Oh, there you go.
Jimmy Graham played basketball in
I don't know college. Who was the offensive lineman that had a doctorate that they wanted to let you know every single time or whatever? Like,
doctor something.
Yeah.
Adam couldn't get himself to pull the trigger. It's the season of giving in this house. I just don't know if it's me giving the sports books the money or the sports books giving me the money. I did bet Seattle minus 2.5 in this game. I think this is a situation where the one thing I care about most is I have no earthly idea how Tennessee is going to cover Seattle's wide receivers. And they should absolutely go ballistic in this game. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and now Jackson Smith and Jigba getting more and more involved in this offense, playing a secondary for Tennessee that does not have a number one cornerback. If you go by PFF grades, their top graded guy is Roger McCreary in the slot, who's at number 33. Their outside corners, they don't have one ranked in the top 80 by PFF grades. So on top of that, they're bottom 3 in drop back and EPA success rate overall as a defense. So I think that is a matchup nightmare. I think they're going to score plenty of points in this game. I don't know what Ryan Tannehill gives you to this offense if it is him, but I am more confident in Will Levis being able to scramble at least a little bit, Adam, here. So that's kind of where I'm at here, Adam. I don't know if what was it specifically? Was it Ryan Tannehill, Adam, that was stopping you from pulling the trigger? That unknown?
Stephen, when it comes to Tannehill in particular, I think it's what Matt said, where both the ceiling and the floor get a lot shorter than they are with Will Levis. And when I look at a team that brings stability and a coaching edge against Pete Carroll and the mercurial Seattle Seahawks, then I just can't get myself any deeper involved with that team, Matt. It was quite the masterclass last week.
Oh, God. I mean, oh, God. Pete on the sideline asking if he got his timeout back and all the things and all the. I'm just kind of like, oh, Pete, come on, buddy, come on, Pete. You're still holding on, man. But like, let's.
But that post game locker room video was fire.
Oh, and then he came out to the presser with the backwards hat and whatever and all the the whole 9 yards. It was great. But yeah, it's super interesting. We again, as of this recording, we just didn't have official word of who's going to be playing quarterback there for Tennessee.